Peace, family. Peace, family. As I like to say, come on in, take a seat, grab a drink, grab some nibbles if you want to, grab a coffee. The time is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you want to grab an alcoholic beverage, that's down to you. Um, I want to talk about something because I was told something today, which Darren Jury, how you doing? Um, which made me think. It made me think, and it inspired this live stream. Lemon Egg, how you doing? Kinsman Rav S, how you doing? Um, I want to talk about. Well, let me just tell you first of all what happened. Somebody said to me, Sarah Garvey, the way you speak, right? Garvey, the way you speak, right? You should be in. Sorry, I'm just moving my thing. You should be in the Nation of Islam. And I said, really? They said, yeah, you should be. You're talking about all this black stuff and all this kind of stuff. You should be in the Nation of Islam. Now, to me, that's funny. Because my name is Sarah. Let me just break this down before we get into it. Sarah means, Sa, if we go back to, the name is from ancient Nile Valley, you would call hieroglyphs, we would call Medu Neter. The name Sa means sun, S-A means sun, as in S-O-N. And the name Ra means sun, as in S-U-N. So my name literally means son of the sun. That's my name. I am a son of the sun. People try to tell me, right, that I should be part of the Nation of Islam. Now, last time I checked on all Muslim paraphernalia, right, there's a moon and a star, okay? I am neither, I'm not the moon people. Those people are the moon people. I am the sun people, okay? Any religion that has a moon for its symbology, I am not going to be a part of. I don't care whether they're black, white, Arab, Pakistani, Chinese. It doesn't matter. I am not joining the moon people. I am a person. I am a son of the sun. That is who I am. And those are the types of philosophies or the types of spiritual systems that I would actually follow if I'm going to follow one, okay? I'm a person of the sun. These moon people, because we got to actually analyze the moon people, okay? In Arabia, it was very hot. Very hot. So the only time the Arab could actually move and do stuff mostly was at night. So the moon was very prevalent to them. The moon was part of their whole essence. If you go to the Muslim calendar, they call the Muslim calendar. It's actually based on the lunar cycle. It's based on the cycle of the moon. Ramadan, which is their most holiest time, is based on the moon. These are moon people. Okay, these are people of the moon. I am not a person of the moon. I'm a person of the sun. If you go to the Nile Valley civilizations, you will find that the sun is the most prevalent symbolic thing that you see in the Nile Valley. I am a person of the sun. You see how dark I am? Okay. You see the melanin. I'm a person of the sun. What I find interesting is that black people take on the psycho. See, the moon isn't just a symbol. The moon people have a certain psychology, okay? And that psychology is not compatible with the people of the sun. People of the sun have a totally different ideology and psychology to the people of the moon. because they moved at different times. They've done different things. They saw the world differently. I've noticed a lot of black people taking on this moon symbology and taking on these moon ideologies. Okay, and I'm just not about. I'm just down. I'm not down for the moon. When I'm in the sun, I feel better. I feel much better. I'm not gonna lie. I love the sun. Okay, I go out and I sit in the sun and I get darker and I feel energized. I feel revitalized. When it's dark, I'm not a vampire. It's just, I'm gonna stay in the light. If you guys want to stay in the dark, go ahead. But I'm gonna stay in the light. I am a son of the sun. So when this person said this to me, I don't think they totally thought through the symbology and the history of let's talk about we're really talking about Islam. Um, what's funny is that Christianity actually has sun symbolism. Okay, so if you look at very old, and I'm not a Christian either, but when you look at very old paintings of Jesus, you will see he has a sun behind his head. You will see. People call it a halo nowadays, but go and look at some of the most oldest paintings and most oldest symbolism of Jesus Christ, and you'll find a sun behind his head. Not a moon, but a sun. So though I'm not a Christian, when I see the sun, I'm like, okay, cool. I see the sun. I see the sun in you. I'm not a moon person, okay? And I like to speak to black people a lot, and I'm trying to tell black people, listen, you are taking on the psychology and the ideology of moon people. Okay, the moon in Islam is prevalent. Okay, it is the most powerful symbol. You see, the things of symbology, it can be more powerful than words. Because if I put a crescent moon and a star anywhere on this globe, without even any words, everybody knows what that represents. Everyone knows what the crescent moon and star represents Islam. I can put that symbol anywhere on the planet, and the people whose symbology is of that will know exactly where to go. They know exactly what it means without any words. So symbology is a very interesting thing, family. It's very interesting. And so when I see the sun, that sun speaks to me. Okay, more so than the moon speaks to me. You have to look at, I said you have to look at the history of Arabs in the desert and how prevalent the moon was to them. Remember, their most holy ceremony is based on the moon cycle. It's based on the lunar cycle. This is not our cycle as black people. It's not. We are not moon people. Okay, we are sun people. And just on a symbolic level, we need to kind of realize that. And I'm not saying people aren't allowed to have those symbologies. Of course they can. The Arab can have their symbology. It's fine, like I'm not trying to take their symbology away, but I'm saying you as a black person, that's not your symbology. That is not your ideology. That is not your spiritual system. It's theirs. Allow them to have their symbology. Okay? So we are sun people. Sarah means son of the sun. I'm going to stay with the sun. So people stop trying to get me to, co-sign the Nation of Islam or co-sign some other moon spiritual system. It's not for me. Okay? It is not for me. Something interesting that I just watched on Soko Films, as a matter of fact, was a conversation between Muhammad Hijab and a guy called Godwin and a guy called Daniel, both Christians. Muhammad Hijab is a Muslim, and Godwin and Daniel were Christians, and they were talking about the Prophet Muhammad being cursed, or allowing him to curse somebody and following somebody who curses somebody, or something along those lines. And what was very prevalent to me, what interested me about the conversation, is something that I'm saying to you right now. I'm getting to it. Muhammad Hijab said, Oh, you don't know the Arabic? And he was very arrogant about this. Why are you speaking to me? You don't even know the Arabic. Okay, so they were asking what stuff meant, and he said, you don't even know the Arabic. You don't even know Arabic. And I've said for the longest time that Islam is for Arabs. I've said this for the longest time. And people have said to me, no, 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 no. Islam is for everyone. And I'm sitting here thinking, hang on a minute. Every time you have a conversation with a Muslim and you start to, really go into their scripts, really go into their texts, they say to you, what does it mean in Arabic? Do you know the Arabic? And then I say, but hang on a minute. It is translated into English. Are you now saying that even though it's translated into English, it shouldn't be? Because you're asking me to go back to the Arabic. But I'm an English speaker, I'm an English reader. But you're telling me the Arabic is better than the English, basically. Which is why. And who are the people that speak Arabic? Arabs. Chinese don't speak Arabic. Pakistanis don't speak Arabic. Africans don't speak Arabic. English don't speak Arabic. Arabs speak Arabic. So when I've said to people, Islam is for the Arabs, these people are actually showing you this. They're telling you every time you start to speak about the actual religion, they tell you, oh, but the Arabic, but the Arabic, but the Arabic. And if it's the Arabic, which is the one that's held up to the highest height, then it's for the Arabs then. Because it's not for the Chinese, it's not for the English. Because you're saying if it's translated into Chinese, you're going to ask the Chinese person to go back to the Arabic. So then this isn't for Chinese people then, is it? If I kept on saying, go back to the Samoan language, you're going to be like, well, this isn't even for me then, it's for the Samoan people. Everything I say, you're telling me to go back to the Samoan. Well, this isn't for me. Islam is for the Arabs. Okay? Just keep telling people. I keep telling black people. I keep telling everyone. This is about cultural supremacy. Okay? It's about a way in which to superimpose your culture, your language, your ideology, your ways, everything upon people who are not generally of you. And then tell those people that your stuff is more superior to everybody else's. Okay, if you lot can't see this, then I don't know what else to tell you. It's 2018. I've been saying this for a while now. Okay, you guys need to actually get the message. Okay, cultural supremacy is real. Okay, this is about imposing someone else's culture, which is the Arabic culture, the moon culture, okay, onto people who aren't necessarily Arabic or moon centered people. Everything is centered around the moon with these people. The moon is, okay, so you got Ramadan, centered around the moon. Symbology, crescent moon and star. I actually had a conversation with Ali Dawah at one point, years ago, myself and Gary, about the symbology of the moon. And I said, how comes on nearly every single mosque there is a crescent moon? Okay? And he said, the Quran doesn't tell you to worship the moon. And I've said, I'm not saying the Quran does tell you to worship the moon. I'm saying, when it comes to symbology, okay, the moon is prevalent within your religion. Why? Why the symbology of the moon? And he was saying something like, oh, but we're not told to worship the moon. You know, the red herrings and the sophistry that they do. And what I'm saying to you is that every mosque has a moon on it. Lunar worship says, tell the truth, shame the devil. Every mosque has a moon. I can name you at least 11 Muslim countries with a moon on their flag. The moon, and the moon are the most prevalent symbols within Islam. However, they want to tell you that this has nothing to do with the moon. Plus, their most holy ceremony is based around the moon cycle. These are moon people. Come on. These are moon people, guys. Okay? The moon is heavily part of their religion. And I'm saying I'm not part of their religion. but mine, I've taken the name about the sun. The sun to me is a light. The moon, even though it's a light, represents darkness for me, because its light is really reflected off of the sun. Okay, off of the sun. So the moon actually gets its light from Ra, from Sahara. Okay, these are moon people. Why are you going to ask me to be part of this moon clan, this moon conversation, this moon religion? I'm not part of these moon people. I'm a sun person. Okay, and I'm not a sun worshipper. However, when we go into the history of people, and we go into history of human beings, we will find that most civilizations had some kind of reverence for the sun. Why? Because the sun was what they call even today the giver of life. You know, the sun gives life to the plants. The plants are eaten by the animals. The animals are eaten by human beings. So there's like a cycle. Okay, so the sun has been prevalent within a lot of ancient societies up into this day. Makes sense to have the sun as a center of your symbology. The moon, yeah, it's like it's like a secondary type thing for me. Okay, so again, please, people, stop asking me to be part of a moon cult. You know, and I say cult because essentially cult is the root word of culture, and the culture of Islam, Islam is that of a people's culture. So I am not about to be part of a moon cult. So please don't ask me to join, as Carlos Davis said, don't ask me to join the Moonies. Okay, please don't ask me to join the Moonies, family. Good afternoon. Someone said good morning. 74 Toke 420 says good morning. It's afternoon over here. It's afternoon over here. Let me try and see what the comment section is actually saying. No one is born religious, all brainwash education. No, it's true. Raf Mad Monkey Seeds. What name? No one was born with a Quran or Bible strapped to their umbilical cord. You didn't exit the womb with a miniature Bible or a miniature Quran. Just never happened. Okay, you get onto this earth, and human beings try to figure stuff out. These books, yeah, I don't know. Human beings interpretation. Okay, we are all to become Moomins. You should stop saying Islamic culture since it's a religion, says Muhammad Zakaria. It is a culture. It's an Arabic culture. For me, Islam is Arabic culture. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Arabic culture. Arabic culture, Arabic spirituality, all of that stuff. So Jesus was not without sin. John, okay, you guys are having a different conversation. Most Muslims are told they are Muslims. They do not get a chance to do things for themselves. Says Dave Smith. Dub Viking says big ups to Dub Viking. What are you guys saying? I'm going to read some comments now. The moon and the werewolves. The moon and the vampires. Okay. Still talking about Muslims, so naturalists. No, it's because the Muslims spoke to me, if I'm totally honest. They tried to, someone tried to get me to follow some cult, some other moon cult. I'm like, nah, I'm okay, I'm actually okay. Lucifer was cast out of the light, says John Wallace. Lucifer is a light bringer, but due to change it, says Sneezer. Okay. When you show religious truth, Hitman says, when you show religious people a clear contradiction in the book they believe is 100% accurate, they become disingenuous. Yeah, I've had that too. And what I've also noticed is that not so much Christians, but Muslims actually hate their book. Muslims actually hate the Quran, and they hate the Hadith. And the reason why I say that is because I've actually brought um, teachings and writings from the Quran and from the Hadith, and they've got angry. They've lost their mind. And I'm like, why are you angry at the writings in your book? Why are you angry at the writings in your teachings? You can't be, because you're not angry at me because I didn't write the stuff. I didn't write it. So you can't be angry at me. You must be angry at the book. And if you're angry at, you know, the actual book, then why are you still in the religion? I don't get it. Why you'd be angry at the book? You're angry at the writings. I remember the time when I brought up, you know, Satan saying you're in your upper nose at nighttime. People lost their minds. Oh, yeah. I'm like, it's written there. I didn't write it. It's written in your hadith. Satan stays in the upper part of your nose at nighttime. Why are you angry about that? Just say, yes, that's where Satan stays at night. Satan was in my nose at nighttime. I believe it. But the fact that you got angry at it says you must be angry at your own writing. I don't understand. Moon people, man. Moon people, guys. Where's the super chat button? Says Ultra Funky. Ultra Funky, I'm actually not taking donations. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's gonna be a time when I do take money from you, and I will say, you know what, guys, you want to go into your pockets, go ahead, give me some money for X project. But to tell the truth, I don't. If I'm gonna ask for money, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm going to ask for money, it's going to be for a certain project. It's not just gonna be for general stuff. For me, some people do ask for money generally, but I'm just not one of those people. I'm actually okay financially, but if I need to do a project, which will happen in the future, I'm not going to lie to you, there is a project coming in the future that may need some donations. I'll ask you guys for it. Whether you guys donate or not is absolutely down to you. There's no obligation to donate, but it would be good. But, you know, I don't have a super chat button for people to actually donate money to me because I'm not here for the money. Okay? Sarah, don't you fear the realization of hell regardless of how unfearful you are of it? No. Fear is, first of all, hell is a concept, it's not a fact. Okay? The things that I fear are facts, factual. I can fear death because death is factual. People may fear death, but to fear hell doesn't make no sense because I don't know hell to be a fact. That's something that people believe, something that people don't believe. So why would I fear hell? Sell some hoodies, bro. Get funds to expand, says Raf. I don't sell hoodies, if I'm totally honest. Raf Mad Monkey Seeds. The hoodies that I will promote are somebody else's hoodies. What about people that have seen hell and is trying to help people? Who the hell has seen hell? Great statement. Who the hell has seen hell, bro? Have you seen it? Tuning into my morning glory. Peace, Sarah. Yo, what's good, how are you? If you religion can't think in a logical way. I'm still trying to understand how people have seen hell. Sarah Garvey, what if you end up in hell? Will you say Allah or Yahweh? You're asking me really random questions that don't have any basis. I'm not going to lie to you. How can I end up in hell if hell hasn't been proven? This is a belief, guys. This is what I'm trying to say to you. It's a belief. You're saying, if I say to you, how comes you're going to, if you end up in Andromeda, you could end up in Andromeda then. You could be like, what the hell's Andromeda? It's a belief. What are you talking about? Hell doesn't frighten me. The devil doesn't frighten me, guys. I don't think you understand. I don't give a fuck about Satan. I don't think you guys understand. I don't care about Satan, don't care about hell, don't care about any of that shit. It's all bullshit to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's all bullshit to me. You can't prove it, so I don't care about it. Like, I only care about things that can be proven. And I'm telling you, when you release that fear, you start to see a totally different part of life. A totally different way of viewing life, I'm telling you. Because obviously I was a Christian for a fair amount of years of my life. And I was fearful of all this stuff. But I've released the fear. I don't live in that fear anymore. Because I don't fear things. It's like fearing the boogeyman around the corner. How can I fear the boogie? What boogeyman? You know, it's like, hi, Miss Manuela T. How can I fear something around the corner that hasn't actually happened? I'm sitting here living in fear, like, oh my god, the boogeyman. What boogeyman? What are you talking about? Like, why are you scared to go around the corner? Some people love that fear. Some people live in that fear. That fear is some kind of food to them. You know, I haven't got time to believe it. I haven't got time for that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a grown adult, guys. When I was young, I used to be fearful of the boogeyman. Okay, I used to be fearful of a lot of things when I was a young child. But as I grew up, I realized those things were just like, you know, they're just stuff there to scare like little children. I'm not scared of that bullshit. I'm just not. Titans TV in the building. I fear being religious, says Rich. Okay. Group B says adults believing in a duppy man. Exactly. People have died on the operation table and described what doctors were doing to them. This makes some doctors believe there is an afterlife. That's cool. Truth hit, man. That's cool. If that's their experience, fantastic. That still doesn't mean hell is real, though. It still doesn't mean hell is real, you know. Don't fear Santa, Sarah. Ho knows everything. One is more likely to be abducted by aliens than go into hell, says Dub Viking. I probably concur with that statement, if I'm totally honest. I probably concur with that statement. Jesus saved me 5 years ago. I know him, says John Wallace. That's cool for you. If you know him, that's cool. I don't know that guy. Okay? I don't know Jesus like that. Me and Jesus aren't friends. He doesn't come around for dinner. You know, do you know what I'm saying? I don't know that dude. So you may know him, and that's cool for you. I don't know Jesus. He ain't saved me. So, you know, it's just like that. Easy now, Sarah. Best salutations all. What's good, your brother? Sarah, those who walk on faith operate from a different modem of thinking that those standing on their quest for acquired knowledge. Exactly. I'm about knowledge, and I'm about facts. Not about faith, not about belief. It's really that simple. If you can't get with the two dichotomies and can't get with the two different trains of thought, then we probably can't have a conversation. I'm just saying, guys, we probably can't have a conversation. People bringing those what if conversations to me, like, what if you do end up in hell? It's like, it's not an option. In my head, it's not an option. In your head, that's an option. In my head, that's not an option. There is no hell. It hasn't been proven. It's like saying, what if Bigfoot gets you when you die? I don't bloody know. I don't know a Bigfoot. It's just something that people say exists. What if the Loch Ness Monster gets you when you die? What if the unicorns get you when you die? What if the Easter Bunny gets you when you die? What if? That's what literally what that stuff means to me. The devil is as real as the Easter Bunny to me. God is as real as Bigfoot to me. I'm just saying. It's all fear. All it is fear. All it is human beings attempting to control other people based on their own fear. Remember, most of the stuff that we are handed down is someone else's fear. How many of you are scared of spiders? Not because you were allowed to interact with spiders as a young child and come to your own conclusion, but because every time your parents saw a spider, like, oh, kill the spider! Oh, kill the spider! Oh! So their fear became your fear. So you're now scared of spiders because you learnt it from a bunch of people or from some individuals that were already scared of spiders. Most of the fears that we have as human beings are just handed down fears. It's the same thing with religion. We are handed down these fears of hell, these fears of the devil, these fears of hellfire, all of this stuff of demons, all of that stuff because someone else told us. We weren't even allowed to cultivate our own minds around what we should be fearful of and what we should be not fearful of. We weren't even allowed to do that. But I put a quote on my Facebook the other day that said, "We are not responsible for the stuff we were taught in our childhood because it's not down to us. But as an adult, you are 100% responsible for changing what you were taught as a child. That is what you're responsible for as an adult. You're responsible for changing that thing that you were taught as a child to at least get an understanding based on your own perceptions. Don't be a prisoner to somebody else's fear. It's ridiculous." Jesus is about as real as Spider-Man, says Nikki Mackie. I agree. Sophia Film says, "Hello, bro. What's good?" Bottom line is power of control. Group B says, "Preach." Sorry, I shouldn't really be preaching. Fear and control. God came after man. 100%, Priyash. 100%. They tried to say God came before man. God came after man and woman. Okay. Please research John Ramirez, please. He describes hell. He wasn't crazy. Listen, this is what I'm trying to say. You are, what's his name? 413. If someone else describes hell, whose version of hell are you going by? Yourself, your own, or his? This is what I'm trying to say. You are allowing yourself to be controlled by someone else's thoughts. You are allowing yourself to be controlled by someone else's fear. Why would I go and subscribe to some dude who says, "Oh, you know what? I saw hell and it looked like this." Cool, dude. Good for you. I ain't seen that shit. So what am I supposed to do? Believe you? Go by what you say. I've not experienced that, my friend. So how can I now go by what you say? Come on, family. Why are we going to go by other people's fear? I believe God has always existed as spirit. Personhood is what you ascribe to refer as God. So Sophia Films. Okay, cool. Dave said, "Who the hell is John Ramirez?" Exactly. Exactly. Who the hell is John Ramirez? And why the hell should I listen to him? Why should I listen to John Ramirez? Because he said it. Because he had an experience. So what? I've had an experience too. I communicated with my ancestors. You going to believe that? No. You know why you won't? Because you never experienced it. And I'm smart enough to understand that you're not going to really believe me until you experience it yourself. Do you understand? So, I'm not going to ask people to believe that I communicate with my ancestors. I just won't do that. I'll just say, you know what? Something that I experienced was fantastic for me, and that is that. John Ramirez had his experience, and what? I'm supposed to believe John Ramirez? Good for you, bro. Good for you, John Ramirez. Whoever the hell you are. Peace and love, Sarah Garvey. Big Bad John, what's going on? Jesus' example sets you free. Alright. Sarah, where there is smoke, there is fire. I mean, I've said what I need to say for one tree. Whether you take that on or not, that's actually down to you. I'm not asking to take it on, but please don't push your stuff on me. I'm not having it. Jesus. Have you not? And this is what I've noticed. Only Abrahamic religions do this. Have you guys noticed that? The Hindus are not here. The Sikhs are not here. The African spiritualists are not here. The North American shaman are not here. telling you, oh, you need to believe this and speak to this person about this. They're not here telling you this. It's only the Abrahamic religions that feel the need to tell you this stuff because they are steeped in arrogance. They are steeped in ego. Their ego needs you to believe them. Their ego needs you to follow them. I ain't never heard of no Sikh or Hindu trying to tell me that their stuff is the correct stuff and I should follow X, Y, and Z guru. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I respect that, which will make me say, you know what? When these people do their stuff, they're so confident in what they're doing, they don't need to tell no one. They don't need to tell anyone. It's like, well, boy, this is what we do, man. Like, you can believe it or not, but we're still going to do it. Abrahamic religions are so insecure to me. They're the most insecure religions. They have the most insecure gods. They have the most insecure concepts, right? It's that they need people to believe them. It's like, what do you mean? Why do you need me to believe you? I don't need you to believe me. I speaking to my ancestors all the time. I don't need you to believe me. As a matter of fact, don't believe me. Tell me that I'm crazy. Cool. I'm still gonna do what I do, bro. I'm still gonna do what I do. And that's confidence. These Abraham religions are so insecure, man. They're so insecure. I don't do this insecurity thing. Sorry. Please search up John Ramirez. His story was the depths at the bottom. Please just listen to the story. It has over 1 million views. You don't get it, 413. You just don't get it. Maybe at some point in your life you will get it, but you don't get it right now. You don't get it right now. If God is real, why does he need to conquer his own creation? Uh-oh. Shots fired. Shots fired. I wonder who Muhammad actually met in the cave, says Dub Viking. Very interesting question. I get it. No, 413, if you got it, you wouldn't need me to research John Ramirez if you got it. You just be confident in the fact that you do your stuff and this is what you and your people do. You don't get it. Just like the reason why I get it is because I'm not asking anyone to do what I do. I've never asked anybody to meditate and communicate. Never. When have you ever heard me say for someone to do that? You've never heard me say this. And I'll tell you something. You ain't going to hear me say it. I ain't going to say, oh, if you guys don't communicate with your ancestors, then, you're going to burn in hell. You'd be like, what the hell are you talking about, Sarah Garvey? What are you talking about if I don't meditate? And it sounds ridiculous, but that's exactly how you lot sound to me. You sound ridiculous. I don't need your shit. I don't need it. Keep it. If it's good for you, fantastic. Go ahead. Do what you do. Don't ask me to take on your shit, please. I don't need it. I really don't need it. Sarah, I mean, after witnessing these Muslims, they have to be possessed, bro. I think everyone's possessed to some degree with something. Dave Smith says, how much is Don Ramirez getting paid? It's true. How much is Don Ramirez getting paid? You not believing implies believers' beliefs are foolish. No. It's just a belief. But I'm saying foolish would be a subjective paradigm. Because I said, we go back to subjectivity, and I will talk about it as well. What one man finds foolish is what another man will find logical. Do you get what I'm saying? So, no. We definitely miss your combos challenging these zombies at Speaker's Corner. Say, wait. Yeah, I know. But, you got to leave these zombies. I'm leaving the zombies to the zombie apocalypse, man. I'm going to leave them to it. I'm Christian, but I don't convert to convert anyone. Okay, Sophia. Okay. A cat on YouTube has 100 million views, so John Ramirez is having a million. Oh, so true. A cat can get 100 million views. John Ramirez has a million views. I've got how many views on this? It's just relative to what people want to see, really, if I'm totally honest. Oh, God. Monotheistic religions, especially Christianity and Islam, need to control the mind, body, and soul. To a lesser extent, other cults operate this way, says Amu. I 100% agree with you, Amu. I'm Christian, but you actually make me think of my belief. I love the way you speak sometimes, but look at this world. Don't you feel a higher level or a higher good? 4-1 treat. Like I said, in my system is energy, right? So I don't feel the need to believe in an anthropomorphic deity, okay? I don't feel the need to believe in an anthropomorphic deity that tells you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and all this kind of stuff. I don't feel the need to believe in that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel the need to believe in that. So, sorry, not sorry. Paganism is the best religion. Your ancestors wasn't atheists though. Ask them in it. No, they weren't atheists, Ezra. But they weren't Abrahamic religious followers either. Do you know? So my ancestors weren't atheists, but they weren't following no damn Muhammad or no damn Abraham or no damn Jesus or no damn Yahweh or no damn Allah. So what does that mean? So what? They had a spiritual system. They believed in the God that they believed in, but just like I said, it's a belief. Sarah believes in worshipping energy. What a load of crap. This is what I'm saying, people. I'm not even going to lie to you, people. I think that comprehension is a serious epidemic. And this is not a dig at people. This is literally, if I'm saying something, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. For someone to say that I worship energy means that they haven't been comprehending what I've been saying. And that is very frustrating. Do you get what it's very frustrating. It's like, have you even been listening to me? And that's when people say, there are zombies out there that just don't get it. They're just never gonna get it. They're not listening to you. They're emotionally led and all this kind of stuff. It's mad. It's mad. Like, I can't even have a logical conversation with somebody who says something like that. Did you look up Aluda Equiano? Excuse my spelling. Yes, look up Aluda Equiano. Sarah asked them, innit? Ezra, I've asked them. I had a conversation, bro. But they weren't talking to Yahweh, Ezra. Do you get what I'm saying? Yahweh's only, 6,000 years old, bro. My ancestors be way older than that, son. We're older than 6,000 years, Ezra, okay, with your Hebrew stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, your Hebrew stuff, it doesn't hold no weight around here. We're dealing with timelines, bro. We're dealing with timelines. Yahweh is only 6,000. That's his birth certificate. Yahweh was born 6,000 years ago. Okay? Allah was born when? After that. So no one can talk to me about no Allah or no Yahweh. Okay? These guys are some new guys. The new kids on the block. The new kids on the block, guys. Come on. Human beings are older than like 6,000 years, man. Come on. Why is this stream slowing down? Oh. And here we go. Liv Filmic says, Sarah, what if your communication with your ancestors is messages relayed by jinn? What the fuck is jinn? Do you get what I'm saying? It is not my paradigm. That's your paradigm. I don't know no jinn. I don't know no shaitan, no iblis, no smokeless fire. I don't know these motherfuckers. Stop attempting to superimpose your shit onto my shit. Do you not get it? Stop. I don't know these motherfuckers. These are your guys' people. You guys know these guys. I don't know these motherfuckers. Oh my God. What don't you get? Like, I swear down, these people are so fucking dumb. You guys are so fucking dumb. I don't know these. You guys talk about these guys more than me. I don't know these guys. You guys know these guys. Who the fuck is Jinn? Who the fuck is Shaitan? I don't know this motherfucker. He's your friend, not mine. Okay? He's your friend, not mine. This guy's never been to dinner. He's never met my family. Okay? He's never introduced himself to me. Stop trying to tell me about this Jinn and this Shaitan dude. I don't know that motherfucker. Okay? You guys know that motherfucker. So that's your paradigm, not mine. Do you understand? Do you get it or do you not get it? I hope you get it. It's like me saying, how do you know that the person you're speaking to isn't Olodumare? How do you know that Allah isn't Olodumare? Let a Muslim answer me that question. How do you know Allah isn't Olodumare? The reason why you know Allah isn't Olodumare, because you don't know who the fuck Olodumare is, do you? That's not, you have no clue who the hell Olodumare is. Olodumare is not your paradigm. You ain't never heard of that motherfucker. You don't know him. He's never introduced himself. Exactly. So why would I now superimpose Olodumare onto Allah? You'd be like, I don't know that dude. And I'm telling you, I don't know this Jinn. I don't know this Shaitan. I don't know this Iblis that you keep talking about. These guys ain't my dudes. They're your dudes. Keep your dudes in your dude arena. I don't know these dudes, bro. Shit. I don't know these dudes. Fuck it out. Gosh. And that is what I talk about, cultural supremacy. To impose your culture on a people who have absolutely no idea about their culture. I don't know these fuckers. But these fuckers gonna come to me, tell me that, oh, you know who that is? That's the Jinn. I'm like, who the fuck is Jinn? I don't know that guy. No, it's really Jinn. It's the Jinn. No, seriously, who the fuck is Jinn? Oh, well, when we speak in our Quran, cool, good for you. That's not my Quran. That will be your Quran. So, could you keep that stuff to yourself? Because I don't know those guys. Oh my God. I swear people are so arrogant that they feel the need to impose their own shit onto your shit. And it has no relevance. Do you get what I'm saying now, people? Hopefully you do. Hopefully you do. The only Jinn I know is one that goes with tonic or juice. As Snoop Dogg said, rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice. Yo, Johan, what's good? So, yeah, that's the only gin I know. Stop trying to superimpose gin into my thing. I don't even like gin. I like cider. So, if you said cider, yeah, I might have said yeah. Might have said yeah, that's the one. You know, yeah, it's cider. So, no gin around here. And even after I've said that, I guarantee, even after I've said that, still won't get it. What are you guys saying? This has actually been quite funny, guys. You guys have entertained me. Sarah, play that song, Gin and Juice now. Oh gosh. That's probably my best hip hop album ever. That Snoop Dogg Doggy Style album, The Firm, Biggie Smalls, Ready to Die. I've got a few others. Outcast says Landmark 22. It's a good album. What one? What Outcast album? Which one? Reasonable Doubt. Thank you so much, Rich LK, for reminding me about Reasonable Doubt. Thank you very much. You know, Reasonable Doubt was a gangster album. Um, but to tell the truth, Jay Z's been consistent. My best Jay Z album would have to be. Oh, it's too many to choose from. The Black Album. It might be the Black Album. You know, the Black Album was gangster. Um, and Reasonable Doubt. But then he's been just been consistent. Um, Nas Illmatic. LL Cool J shits on Jay Z. Carlos David. What? No fucking way. I'm not disrespecting LL. I'm not disrespecting LL, but there's no way LL Cool J shits on Jay Z. There's no fucking way. Okay, no way, family. No way. No. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I was actually listening to Kanye, old Kanye, the other day, thinking Kanye West used to be dope. I say used to be. I went back to the College Dropout. I went back to Late Registration. Went back to Dark Twisted Beautiful Fantasy. I went back to even the Watch the Throne album. Kanye West was dope, man. Now, poop diddy scoop. Now it's poop diddy scoop, poop diddy scoop. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, seriously, man. Listen, DMX's first album. Thank you, Rich LK. DMX's first album was a masterpiece. It's Dark and Hell is Hot is a masterpiece. Okay, it's a masterpiece. Okay. Hold on, you're gonna forget about Wu-Tang. I'm not gonna disrespect Wu-Tang. I'm not gonna disrespect Wu-Tang. I'm not going to. However, I was never really into Wu-Tang, and I'm not gonna disrespect them. But me myself was never really into them. Okay. Nas' Illmatic album, and even Stillmatic, as a matter of fact, was gangster. That was a good album. But then essentially now we're getting to some totally off brand shit. Now, I mean, I've always been into grime though, because I'm from the UK, so grime has been my thing from like my college days. So I'm a Gets guy, I'm a Kano dude, I'm a Dizzy guy. Yeah, that's just me. Like, I'm about those guys. Do you know what I mean? So I've got Gets' 2000 and Life. I mean, come on. Yeah, we've gone off now, people. We're talking about the bloody moon people and some people. You guys got me talking about hip hop. Blah, blah, blah. Easy rascal. Hang on. Let's get back to something. Sorry, I bet you sign up to this jizya thing and squash beef, G. As Raj says, I ain't paying that bullshit jizya. I ain't paying that bullshit jizya, mate. Yeah, where were we, fam, man? You guys are just like taking me off topic. What were we saying? Fuck it. We're talking about hip hop. We're talking about music right about now. The new school or the new wave of the UK artists, Dave, Giggs. I say new. Giggs is not new. Giggs has been around for a while. Dave and Giggs. Who else do I like? There's not many. It's getting a little bit too drill a little bit for me. Around here, talking about some killing this guy and dipping this guy and chefing this guy and stabbing this guy and killing this guy. I'm like, I ain't got time for that shit. Like, who's about that? Who's about that? Johan says gigs. Discard the slaves when they're useless. Yeah, I don't really listen to a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff, I've been totally honest, fam. I'm an old school dude. Like, I've actually got CDs. You know what I'm saying? I'm that old. I've actually got a CD collection. I've got over like 300 CDs, fam. Okay? I'm an old school dude. I know the new generation is MP3, but what I just do is just take my CDs, put them onto MP3, you know what I'm saying? Put them onto my phone, and it's all good. You know? Like, I'm that generation. I used to go and buy CDs and do all of that stuff. Back in my day, no downloads. Well, I'm onto the download shits, but I wasn't really about the downloading stuff. I was onto the CDs and all of that. Yeah. So that's that was my generation. That was my generation, you know. But listen, I've got like a good system here. I take my CDs out, you know. I put my CDs in. I'm back. I'm living back in what 2005. Do you know you know what I'm saying? I'm back in 2005 when I'm popping my CDs. Shit. I still have cassette tapes. Ah, I see that. I still have like a few cassette tapes though, like a few, just a few. Remember back in the day, you used to get the cassette tapes, and like if you wanted to record, you had to put like the tissue in the two top things of the cassette tape and put the sellotape over it, and then record your shit. You guys aren't ready for that. You youngers ain't ready for that shit. Yeah, you're not ready for that shit. Yeah, back in the day, you lot didn't know about cassette tapes D90s and D60s. You lot didn't know about that shit. Okay? You youngins. Old school shit, bro. I don't have any records though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have any like vinyl or any of that shit. I'm not that old. What is a cassette, says Abby? Listen, if you guys are old enough, you remember mini discs. Anyone remember mini discs? Mini discs, guys, okay? Mini discs came and they went, right? It was apparently it was going to be the new thing that was going to replace CDs over like cassette tapes. The shit came and it went. It was like nah. People weren't on that mini disc shit, mate. They weren't on that. The quality was banging though. It was mini disc quality was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. But yeah, mini discs. Oh god, this has been a very interesting conversation, family. But I'm gonna roll out now. We're heading up to the hour mark. You guys are funny in the chat. Yeah, I had Sega Mega CD. There you go. You got Sega Mega Drive. I had Sega Master System. Now we're getting onto the old school. We're getting onto old school now, family. Yeah, old school. I had the Master System. I had an Amstrad. Well, my older brother had an Amstrad. If you don't remember Amstrad, that's when you had a game on a cassette tape and you had to load the fucking cassette tape to play the game. Nah, you guys ain't Commodore 64, them kind of things, Rich LK, that's what I'm talking about. You have to cassette tape, load that shit, and just wait like fucking 15 minutes for the shit to load. You're like, alright, and it used to be like, I used to hear the fuck, and I'm like, please load, and he used to play this computer game, which was just like the best thing ever. You know, I may look young, family, but you know, I'm old. Shit. Or maybe shit's just like moving too fast. That's what it is. Commodore 64, there you go. But anyway, fam, listen, it's been a fun time, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for entertaining me on this Monday afternoon. As always, family, take care of yourselves. And peace, family. Peace.